Hey there, it is Sadie from allnaturalme.com. Welcome to my Friday afternoon live stream. How are you? Be sure to visit me this weekend at allnaturalme.com. I will be posting lots of one-card oracle pulls, as well as on my community page. People in my community are starting to post one-card pulls. So if you visit allnaturalme.com, guaranteed you're going to leave with something that your higher self and you are ready to hear and connect with. So anyways, we're going to do a viewer's choice broadcast, pending if anybody shows up, I guess. And they get to pick the decks. But we are going to start off with a friend for sure. I love it. And then also, I just want to leave you with a message this week to be sure that you are embracing this natural humility that's available to you, which means that like you understand that we are all equals, that you understand that no one is above you and no one is below you, which means, hi Gracie, that's what that means. Which means that you are worthy of all good things, and that also means you know, that it puts you in a perfect place to accept the blessings that are coming to you, right? It's this natural humility that makes you understand that you're good enough to receive everything, but yet it keeps you in a place of humble respect towards all people. So anyways, we're going to start off with a friend, and then as people come in, I'm going to take requests for decks. So if there's any deck that you want to pull from, that's what we're going to do for the next hour. Viewers request, they get to pick the deck. So of course, like, these are messages for everybody, but yeah, everybody gets to pick a deck, and then we'll just go from there. No shadow clearing work. Okay, that's like, we're not going to pull one from there, because you know what, let's just let this empathy sink in, as well as all the other wonderful messages that we had all week. But it's funny, like, as soon as I say no shadow clearing work today, I know I'm just setting us up to do like undercover shadow clearing work. Like, we can think that we're not doing it, but I think we're gonna be doing it anyways. I think we're always doing it. So anyways, let's shuffle this Wisdom Keeper and see what kind of a wisdom story we can start off with. Just give some thought to what kind of deck you might like me to pull from today. I'm open to anything, really. So let's see what kind of friend we need today. You guys, I really did have to laugh so hard yesterday. All right, I'm gonna go with this one that's like poking up, okay? I did have to laugh so hard yesterday. I was having like technical difficulty. When I went back to make sure my replay worked, I have to sort of scan it. Hey Angela, welcome. I have to sort of, hugs to you all. I have to scan my broadcast, you know, one, to like hear what I said, because sometimes I don't know what I said until later. And two, make sure technically it worked. But I laughed so hard because at the beginning of my broadcast, as I'm shuffling, okay, first I told you I was having technical difficulties logging in, and then I shuffled this Wisdom Keeper deck, and I said, I hope we have a friend that can help us with the internet, or I said something like that. And then didn't we pull that smart guy? So who knows who we've got here? Are you ready? Oh, wow. Today we have Perseverance. Wow. Let me get out of the way. I wonder if there's a way to manually make this. I just hope and pray it focuses. I don't actually know how to get it to focus. We have an amazing, beautiful, I'm assuming from Africa woman, but hey, I don't know. There's other places. I would say Africa. Beads and colors and drums and arrows and star and oh my goodness, just amazing. So let's meet our friend number 38, Perseverance. I love these cards so much. So Angela, we are doing viewer's choice today. So the viewers get to pick the decks. So think about what deck or decks. Hey Katie, we're doing viewer's choice today. So you guys get to pick the decks. So name your most favorite deck that you would like me to pull from today, or not even your favorite, even just take a moment to like think like intuitively which of our decks would really serve us today. Like, you know, feel about it for a minute, and then whatever you guys suggest, it's viewer's choice. That's the decks that we'll use. Okay, this is Perseverance. Whew. So this is amazing. So welcome everybody. Oh my gosh, Greasy. Well, while I've been calling on Archangel Raphael for all my woes, I will send him to you. So you're just sore, but you're okay. Oh my gosh. Just what you need. Do you need to settle down? Do you need to slow down though? When I always get hurt, I'm always like, oh my goodness, like, do I actually need some downtime, like in bed reading? Like I instantly think, did I need this? Green Eyes, welcome. Fidget Spinners, welcome. Oh my goodness. So here's our friend today. It's Perseverance. And I do like to get into their character when I read, just for that empathy, just for that emotional taste of a different perspective. So it does say, her quote is, over time, through perseverance, love, and trust, you will eventually attain victory and experience your own divinity. So over time, through perseverance, love, and trust, you will eventually attain victory and experience your own divinity. All right, cool. So the gift she's going to teach us about is perseverance. The shadow is going to be struggle. And the siddhi is honor. So everyone, welcome. This is story hour at first. And then, like I said, think about what deck you want to suggest for us to use. It's viewer's choice today. So I have no other decks in front of me, guys. This is the only one I laid out. And I thought I'm just going to let everybody else choose today. So just think about it, and then I'll ask when we're done with this. So James, gotcha. I will recognize you for sure. All right. I just read the first sentence. This will be intense. My wisdom story. My older brother died when I was just a child. My mother went into a deep depression. As a boy of action, As a boy of action, I fought with all of my might to pull her out of her grief. But her pain consumed her until she ended her own life. Her act of utter defeat was unthinkable in our land. I heard people talking, and it made me so angry my whole body shook. Not knowing what to do with the overwhelming tension I felt, I started fighting wherever and whenever I could feel my impact. I loved the feeling of exerting my body. Fighting and winning gave me a sense of purpose and power. But sometimes I took my aggression out on helpless animals and my younger siblings. I became addicted to the struggle and rarely knew when to stop. As I grew older, I became a powerful warrior with a gift for inspiring others to act. But my personal feelings often clouded my judgment. Once I led a whole army to war because someone from another village insulted my mother's honor. Many people were injured, even killed at my insistence. Just before we launched another attack, a young boy from the warring village, the same age as my older brother when he died, ran up to me and flung his arms around my waist out of pure desperation. He pleaded with me to end the feud, crying, "Why are we fighting? I don't understand." As his question penetrated my deaf ears and hardened heart, I woke up. I started breathing again. I hadn't even realized just how tight my chest had been for years. He was right. I knew in that moment that if my mother were alive, she would never want me to kill innocent people to defend her honor. There was already more than enough suffering and struggle in our village. And there I was, her son, fighting for everything that didn't matter. I wasn't honoring anyone. That's when I realized that deep down, I'd come to believe that if I had nothing to fight, I'd disappear, just like my mother did, just like my brother. Everything changed after that. I took that sweet boy under my wings, and now we only fight for causes that are worth fighting for, those that are for the good of all people and the earth. So, well, a way to get a party started. This is incredible. He was so beautiful, I thought he was a woman. It's a man. That's a story. So his gift to us, my gift to you. I am here to call out the sacred warrior in you. It's time to persevere, to be the heroic underdog. Do not give up the struggle. Just be sure that you're fighting the right fight. Obstacles are a natural part of life. They are here to test your commitment, hone your abilities, and increase your aliveness and unleash your life purpose. It is time to embrace your defeats. Let them make you stronger, more resilient, and supple. You have the potential to turn a battle into a dance. You have the potential to empower the people you love to liberate themselves from victimization. When you fight for love, not fear, everyone wins. There is no need to overthink or worry about appearing foolish. Now go find a cause you can pour your whole heart, body, and soul into. So our wisdom keeper today is encouraging us, just like Archangel Michael with the one card pull that I posted on allnaturalme.com, to have courage, right? To put your heart into something that you really believe in. You are warriors, but what the hell are you fighting for? Are you putting your warrior energy into like some dumb debate? Or are you putting your warrior energy into something that matters, something that's for the highest good of the people and for the highest good of our planet Gaia Chaitanya? Like, it's a really good, hey, wake up, right? Hey, make sure you are putting your energy into something that you truly believe in. I know, James. Really? Oh my goodness. So his contemplation questions are, what in your life are you fighting for? Does self-blame or a strong inner critic often leave you disempowered and depleted? You don't have to answer that. Just they're contemplation questions. So are you afraid of fighting, even for a worthy cause? That's a good question, because some people want to avoid confrontation at any point, right? They even walk away from something that they could stand up for, that they even believe in, right? So that's a good question. Do you tend to fight the wrong things and the wrong people? Does a combative style sometimes sabotage your relationships? So there was a lot of part of these stories that I could relate to as a younger human, Hugh being. Why do we have to say man? Human? How about Hugh being? As a young Hugh being, I did sometimes just want to lash out whenever I was frustrated. So I totally can relate to some parts of the story, not all. Of course, that's where empathy comes in. It's like, can you even handle trying to relate to a story of this intensity? So anyways, what is a cause worth fighting for? Is our earth a cause worth fighting for? Think of a time you persevered and you were glad you did. Okay, how did the experience feel? What did it require of you? So these are all questions that if you feel like thinking, they're good to contemplate. So our wisdom keeper is telling us to take a stand for something or someone today. Honor what truly matters. Okay, thank you so much. Whew. So anyways, we have, I don't know how many of these we've pulled, but they're like every single time powerful. Every single time powerful. So anyways, amazing. So let's be mindful of what we are supporting, what we are fighting for, what we are standing up for, speaking out against. Yeah, really make sure your energy is going to what your heart can truly support. So anyways, that's our wisdom keeper. All right, on to viewer's choice. So where do we go from here? So this had struggle in it. This had perseverance. This had grief. What deck do we go to now? Does anyone have a suggestion? This is when I test out, does viewer's choice work? I just couldn't stand to do another shadow clearing today. Right? Not on Fridays. We can't do that to ourselves on Fridays. But this guy's giving us a lot to think about. Just so much. And once again, we've got light coming in from all angles in this room. Pennsylvania is happy and shiny. Right up until my broadcast, I was actually cleaning rabbit cages and getting vacuum. So I thought, I gotta pull my hair back. So yeah, something with grief or the Mary Magdalene. Okay, yeah. Can I please define oracle cards for you? Well, you know, they are just cards with messages, but how they work, James, is I give them permission to work with my higher self. And if you're in my broadcast, you're giving, you know, your higher self is giving my higher self permission to bring forth messages for us. So it works. It works because of synchronicity and the fact that the universe is always giving us what we need to hear when we need to hear it, right? Everything's an oracle. A song on the radio, numbers on a clock, a person coming into your life, overhearing something in a conversation. Messages are everywhere for you. It's your higher self that's making it happen for you. So if you hear something in my broadcast that really resonates, you're here at the right time to hear it. Your higher self knew that I was going to blurt it out, right? Like everything's sort of orchestrated. But so if you got a deck, you can look at the deck and give the deck permission to give you guidance and inspiration and upliftment. So it just sort of tells us messages that are needed right now. Do they help you like confidence? Do they give you confidence? I think that, yeah, because they help you with your intuition, which I think really helps with confidence, right? Like that knowingness inside, right? So yeah, I mean, you can use anything as an oracle deck. You could make your own cards. You could use Pokemon cards. You could, but yeah, I mean, oracle decks, these oracle decks that I have are definitely like with purpose for spiritual unfoldment. That's the kind that I go for. That's the kind that I go for. But it's basically they bring out a message or a knowing within you, and you enjoy them so much. So yes, yeah. I'm trying to think. I can't remember what decks you have. That's okay. Gracie's sending us down Mary Magdalene Lane. So we're going to go from this story to the Magda Lion. Okay, so we're going to go to this shiny, shiny deck. They're printed on silk. Oh, the sun just went down. Is it evening already? All right, yeah, funny, funny weather. It was snowing this morning, then the sun was shining. So these are wrapped in silk. This is the type of silk that she paints on. Here's the one we had last time. So she's painting on fabric, and then that is what, you know, comes out with this deck. So it's beautiful. It's really beautiful. So all right, we don't have to think about other decks now. We'll just sit with this, and then we'll just see where we want to go from there. I should have a running list of all my decks for you, but then that would be like a confession. That would be a confession. Okay, that's all right. You could also just say, like after we pull this card, if there's something, an emotion that you're feeling or something that you want more clarity with, you could give me a clue and then I can pick out a deck. All right, so let's see. This is Mary Magdalene's deck. So Perseverance, Growling Dogs. I'm gonna go with that one. The deck keeps chunking up on me and this one's sticking up. Okay, so there's our card. Gonna wrap the rest up. Thank you. And the card that I picked that was sticking up is Kuan Yin and Kali, Emotional Clearing to Move Forward. This is what I was talking about. Just because I said we weren't going to do any shadow work, that's just like a trick of the universe, right? Because you say what you don't want to do, but the universe doesn't hear the word don't, so we're still doing shadow work. Hey, that's okay, James. You could just hang out. But yeah, you can totally ask questions. I love that. All right, so Kuan Yin, Emotional Clearing Work. We've had this card before. I always like want to touch my screen to make it focus, but that's not how this camera works. I just got to get out of the way. So Kuan Yin and Kali, Emotional Clearing. I feel like this is honoring all the work we've been doing, right? On the card, see, James, you can look at the image. See, on the card, we can get messages straight from the image. We have a lotus flower here. So the message of the lotus flower is sort of patience, right? You unfold one petal at a time when you're the lotus, okay? And that's how our spiritual journey is too. We don't poof, oh my God, I'm gonna lighten human being and now I'm gonna walk on water, right? No, it's one realization, one moment, one understanding, one knowing. Like it's this beautiful unfoldment of of how our spiritual journey happens. So that's one lesson from the lotus. The other lesson from the lotus is that it lives in dirty dirt ponds, right? It lives in dirty water. So even though it's one of nature's most beautiful creations, it's not afraid of the darkness and the muck. And as a matter of fact, every night it goes back down underwater. Not only does it stay afloat of all the crazy crap, it actually dives down into it, right? Because it knows its true nature, which is to always return to the light. The next day, it goes back to the surface. It opens up towards the light. That's its nature. So it doesn't fear the darkness. It doesn't fear the emotional shadows. As a matter of fact, it dives right in there and just bees the light that it is. So that's a beautiful message for this card. There's a full kind of moon halo behind her head. She's got a full belly. Like, I do love that about her. So she is, you know, goddess. Boy, I'm backwards here. Right? She's goddess, plentiful, emotional. So it's beautiful. So anyways, they're saying clear this clutter of your emotions and then move forward. Okay? You don't need to stay hanging on to this emotional baggage. You had something bad happen to you? Yes, we get it. Now heal it, love it, transmute it, release it, and move on. Move forward. Okay? How much longer do you want to keep this nasty experience alive? Learn your lesson from it and move on. Yeah, the lotus does not fear the darkness. It goes there without fear, dives right in there every night because it knows that it is light. It knows that it will return to the light. So it's a good message in not resisting. Right, so this means if you have anything that's been upsetting you, it's time to heal it. It's time to let it go and then to move forward with your life. So this is also a rebirthing message, right? And it is about clearing all our pain and our fear and our anger and our shame. So it's basically a message about releasing the past. So this goes perfect with what we have been intending, what we've been doing. It's a good recognition of our work, right? We all love Kuan Yin, okay? Right? She's love, she's compassion, but guess who her teammate is? Kali, the goddess of destruction, right? So we got warrior first, right? Who was using destruction kind of to try to deal with his emotions. He was so sad about losing his brother and then his mother, right? So Kali says it's time to clear out old patterns that are causing you sadness and despair. Right? And even Archangel Raphael was saying, take these deep, deep breaths and let them out so slowly with the intention of releasing patterns that no longer serve you anymore. So Kali Ma is a Hindu goddess. Sometimes you'll see her wearing a necklace of black skulls, right? Well, she does represent the Divine Mother. And she also helps us with the death of ego and the slaying of demons and dark, sinister forces. So you can call on Kali to cut any of the negative emotions that keep you suffering, that keep you in disease. And then you can bring in Kuan Yin to help you get back to love and compassion. Yeah, they are good, encouraging messages. Yeah, so I do love these two. And they're also saying, like, see how much blue water is behind her? That represents emotions, of course, and also tears. Allow yourself to cry, because when you let them flow freely, you're cleansing yourself, you're letting that pain go, you're yeah, you're letting the resistance go. It's a physical manifestation of change within you. You're letting it move through you. So anyways, clear your repressed emotions and let this duo of swift warrior energy and soothing grace work with you. Okay? Because sometimes you do want to like just get in there and, you know, wrestle, really address the stuff that's making you angry. But you do want to always return then to love and compassion. And it does say forgiveness. Forgiveness and compassion for all will shift your world as well as assist the whole world. So we did get a lot of those messages too this week. Like when we do our healing work, guess who else we're helping? The whole world, right? We're helping collective consciousness, and we're helping humanity, that the humanity that we are a part of. We are helping everyone by doing our own inner work. So yes, on our community page on allnaturalme.com, Katie pulled, she's been sharing her 1-card pulls. Thank you so much. It's adding so much to the energy of the page. She said she pulled a dragon, and the Christed dragon, the golden Christed dragon, was on the bottom of the deck. Oh my goodness. Oh, so she was saying all of the cards I pulled today are the same messages. Oh yeah. Like it will get like to the point, like at first you're like, oh my goodness, we're so synchronistic. And then you'll be like expecting it. Because once we hang out together, like you're just like, wow, I just got that same message. So it's confirmation that we are, our higher selves are working together. Because truly, as we addressed yesterday, there truly is no separation. We just think we're separate, right? We are having our individual experience of Earth, okay? But in the grand scheme of things, my soul, your soul, everybody's soul, it's all one creator, God, all that is prime source. So yeah, our messages, I mean, there is like some workings on the higher realms for us. The Kuan Yin pink dragon. So you got Kuan Yin? Okay, see, I still get excited. I expect us to line up with each other and be synchronistic, but I still get excited and enjoy it when I see it and hear it and connect the dots. Yeah, so anyways, James says, I understand half of it. Half's pretty good. Sometimes I only understand half, and I watch my replay later. I usually fall asleep to myself just to hear what I missed, because sometimes when I'm talking I can't hear myself and I'm like, what did I say? And then I listen later and I'm like, oh yeah. So anyways, all right, so where do we go now, you guys? I'm gonna go to my water with Motherwort. But let's see, we got basically back-to-back warriors, but we are being reminded through Kuan Yin to make sure that we head towards love and compassion. So let's see, it's viewer's choice. It's viewer's choice. Where do we go from here? Where do you want to go? What deck? Tick tock, tick tock, tick tock, tick tock. And you thought of me when you pulled it. I love it. I love it. Asiel the Oracle is so connected to Kuan Yin. So anytime, it's funny, like I pull Kuan Yin. I mean, he was the one who made us all fall in love with her, right? So he would be very pleased to hear that we are pulling double Kuan Yins on the same day. The native deck. Oh, sure. The new one. Yeah, the new one. Now, at some point, I'll just confess in advance, you're going to have to specify which native deck, because I actually have two that are like, one's not released yet and one's back ordered. So eventually... You mean this native deck, Sacred Vision? Because actually this is also native, sort of shamanic healing. But I know you mean this one. This one was so sweet for us yesterday. Wow. So yeah, so I did sit. That's what I did last night. I went to bed super, super early, like old lady early. And I didn't read the book. What I did was I went through every single card. And here's the card that we pulled yesterday. I left it on the top. I went through every single card and just studied the artwork. 3 of them made me cry. Like I wasn't crying, but my ducks just released. So 3 of them triggered me seriously. And yeah, one of them was the cover one. That was definitely one of them. But yeah, you guys, Saturday is the 11/11 portal. That's a portal date. So there are a lot of energies coming to Earth. Okay? Whenever you have a portal date, you have the option of receiving upgrades, right? So I really feel the energy this time for the 11/11 portal date. And I really feel like, just leading up to it, having an open heart, right? I've done all this work. I'm allowing myself to flow without judgment. And, I'm working on feeling like I'm worthy of the update and that I'm humbled, right? But yet I see that I'm an equal player in this whole thing. So anyways, there's a lot of energy this Saturday. You're invited to meditate at 11:11 a.m. your time. It'll be very powerful. All right, so hi Rhonda. All right, so we are I love that you have a My Singing Monster name. Did she come to my broadcast on Saturday? I do My Singing Monsters on Saturday. I do. So anyways, we are going to pull from the Sacred Vision. So we're doing group pulls for everybody, but we've already been reminded of a few things, so you're welcome to join us. I know, I'm going to do 2 o'clock just like this, so my friends in the UK can join me. All right, so Sacred Vision Oracle cards. We got a warrior spirit. We got Kali Ma, back-to-back warrior energy. And Kuan Yin, who kind of is also a warrior, right? So we've got a lot of warrior energy. And now, viewer's choice, Katie has suggested that we pull from you. So I do have a lot of energy coming out my spine right now. Okay. Now, this is the one that made my ears go, ooh. It is serenity. So, the message is about divine light. In divine light, you overflow with love. Okay, so that's why last night I wasn't crying because I was sad or anything. I was crying because I was looking at these images and feeling the love of Great Spirit. So I was in divine light. Now, I'm only human at this point, right? So I can only hold so much love, right? Until the point where I'm touched to the point of tears. So in the divine light, now look what he's holding, if you can. I don't know if I can. He's holding arrows. He's holding a flute. Okay. And he does have some archetypes behind him. Maybe Moses and Jesus and an Aztec bird. And he has the Om symbol and the Jewish candles, yin, yang. He has a wheel. He has a lot of symbols behind him. And I will post a picture of this on allnaturalme.com after my broadcast so you can actually see it. So much love, James. Yeah, portal day tomorrow. Lots of energy. Open your hearts tomorrow. So in divine light, you flow with love. You carry the sacred arrows that teach you about the clouds, so full of water That rain comes like droplets of wisdom into your sea of consciousness, and you begin to learn. So the sacred flute on this side, the sacred flute carries your prayers of love and all the symbols of treasured people and dreams reflect upon you with the light of the great sun. So this is a message that you are a sacred lover, full of fragrance. And the wind comes to spread your perfume across the land. So this is a message that you stand in front of Great Spirit in a state of grace. The oracle says, name your darkness. Name your darkness right now that you're holding on to. That sad quality that you have held. Name your darkness. And as you call it by name, feel it begin to disappear. You hold on to your faith the same way that you grip your arrows of destiny. You are not meant to live in darkness, but in the light of your own integrity. So the message is to move with the flow of life and let go of any sadness from your earlier years. Be serene and at ease as the light begins to define you. As the light begins to define you. So this is also a very powerful card because we get a taste of Great Spirit, of the Creator, right? We are in a state in the presence of grace. You literally can just name your darkness and that, like you call on God, if you want to call it God, all that is, source, creator, goddess, love, energy of the universe. You call on that energy. You can give your darkness to the light then and there. You don't actually even need to journal. I've tricked you into journaling. So connect and understand that you are light. And once you understand that you are light, then the light begins to define you. Not your pain, not your suffering, not your issues, not what you think you need guidance on, right? You're letting that kind of junk define you. Now, granted, that junk has totally helped shape you into the strong being that you are, so you can give it thanks. But the point of this card is once you understand that you are made of light, you can really step into that serenity and that easy feeling and just let yourself be filled with that beautiful grace. Then you know that is what I am. I am light. I am love. That is what I am. Right? And that will put us in a place to overflow with love, to radiate light, to be a shining beacon for everyone in your life. So you do carry those sacred arrows, okay? Which to me represents your intention. So which way are you shooting those sacred arrows? Yeah, he's got pigtails. Angela, I love you. Great Spirit, full of light. Oh my God, he's got pigtails. Yeah. Yeah, and a dish towel, Angela. And he's also wearing a dish towel. So he is beautiful. Now, in a lot of these cards, you see that they've got white paint on them. That symbolizes their faith in the light of humanity. Right? Even as the world seems to be becoming consumed with darkness at times, right? That white across his eyes says, I still believe in the light and goodness of this world. So yeah, I know you're gonna have to get it. I will encourage you to get every deck that I have. So I want to also say that I want to look at what the artist has a little always about his painting. He says, we exist in a world of many languages, customs, and belief systems. Yet as surely as the shadow belongs to the substance, these things are only different expressions of the same human spirit. So simply put, this painting, because these are all paintings, you guys, this painting is about the fact that all faith emanates from the same source, the same light. And if the world could only understand that, right? They fight over different religions, only not acknowledging the fact that it does actually come from the same light, right? So anyways, this is a good message about diversity and embracing the light and being in that divine grace that allows you to overflow with love. Dang. Wow. Deep, deep, deep. So anyways, is Pom Pom still in here? You can always let me know what you've got on your mind, right? But I do love that it says, when you stand before Great Spirit in a state of grace, right? That open heart in front of Source, right? You call on Source and you stand there with grace. Name your darkness, name your worries, name your fears, right? Name your sadness. And as you call it by name, feel it begin to disappear, right? Isn't that what give it to God? That's what that means. That is what that means. Yeah, so I mean, you just give it over to the light of the Great Spirit Creator, right? Let yourself be healed. So anyways, getting over a painful experience is like crossing monkey bars in grade school. You have to let go at some point to move forward. Good analogy, Angela. Yeah, like if you want to get to the end of the line, you got to keep letting go. Good. Perfect. And especially because we just had the move forward card with Kuan Yin and Kali. So we're moving forward, you guys. Definitely, because we started off with the angry, hurt warrior, right? And then we went to a warrior of transmutation, pretty much, right? Kali Ma, she can definitely like clear the slate for us. And then Kuan Yin's love and compassion, and then Serenity is letting us know to be in divine light. Okay, we don't have to live in darkness. Okay, the light of our own integrity. I love it. Live in the light of your own integrity. So where do we go from here? I'm so glad you guys get to decide and not me. So anyways, let me just check back on the comments here. Jocelyn, yeah, if you're still here, and yeah, we all sometimes need guidance and blessings. But you know what we did get yesterday? And it was from this deck as well. A reminder that you, right? You are your own best oracle. So yeah, we always want to be relying on ourselves for that inner wisdom. Truly. So that's why, like, I mean, I love it when everybody gets oracle decks and they start to meditate and they start to listen from within, because you're all sovereign beings who have infinite wisdom inside of you. But if you're like me, it's so good to have confirmations and reassurance and reminders and encouragement and prompts. I need to be prompted to be a better person. I really do. So ascension deck, chakra deck, something like that. I don't have a chakra deck, do I? We could do conscious spirit. Let's do conscious spirit if you're feeling like that. Yeah, This is actually what I pulled from this morning on allnaturalme.com. I pulled Archangel Michael, but on the bottom was the sacral chakra with a total message of empathy, which is what we did yesterday. And I still have this card out because I want to remember to journal about it. So hey, while I'm thinking of this, this is random, but when you have an oracle card deck, you probably maybe already know this or do this, but if I want to leave a card on display, I flip the deck upside down, like bottom up, and I use that little crack, that little wedge crack, to like hold it for me. So it's like I use the card box as a card holder, and then it can sit on my desk without getting blown off or destroyed. So I use a lot of my, so yesterday I had 3 boxes upside down like this holding cards for me. So I just wanted to tell you, in case you didn't know, you could use the box like that. They don't tell you that when you get the box. It can also be a card holder. You just flip it upside down, use a little skinny crack there. Ta-da! DIY Friday. So anyways, welcome everybody. Yes, so that was cool that the sacral chakra came up because it was like such a message of empathy, and it was like my cards were saying like, hey, we don't forget where you're at from day to day. Like, yeah, you might think it's a new day, but we are connecting the dots every day for you. Welcome, Drake Martin. This isn't My Singing Monsters. That's tomorrow. So, welcome. That's fun. Yeah, so it is a good message that, you know, to always keep everything. Like, what an amazing oracle right there popping in. My husband coming in to say hello and tease me. Signs from the universe. All right. He always wants me to pull the death card. I don't know if we have a death card here. So, yeah, I love your daughter for changing your name. Yeah, I do a My Singing Monster broadcast on Saturdays. And all through the week, all those kids and grown-ups that love My Singing Monsters harass me all week. Like, is it Saturday yet? Or you should do more My Singing Monsters. So invite your daughter tomorrow at 2 p.m. Eastern to hang out with me. Okay. Here we go. Message for the group. All right, we're going to stop there. Ooh, number 23, the present. So this goes in perfect alignment with what we were just saying. Hearing our messages, being our own oracle, right? Hearing the wisdom. What does that require? That requires you being here and now in this present moment. So we got number 23, the present. And I was hoping she would focus in. I'll try it again. The present says, I fully experience every moment of my life by living in the present. So there she is in the red forest, with which, Katie, that is so sacral chakra, those colors. You know, she's just there. She's squatting down, kind of. Do you know why? Because on the stump, there's a little mouse who she's just being there with. So you'll have to visit me on allnaturalme.com to see that this little blob over there is a mouse. But they're having like this meaningful here and now moment. Like, you know what? Nothing really matters except here and now, right? Being in that present moment. And when we are in that present moment, then we hear the synchronicities, and we see the signs, and we connect with our guidance. If you're worried about that something happened in the past, or you're overly concerned with something that hasn't even happened yet in the future, you're missing a lot. So this is a really, like, we could brush it off like, yeah, here and now, but like it really is a strong, important message, especially if you're wanting to connect more with your intuition. Right, your intuition and your guidance. This is super important. So this card is telling you, and this is funny because I said we're not doing any shadow work, but we've only done shadow work. This card is telling you that it is time to release the past. Release the past and trust that the future will be as it should be. So align yourself to the now. Become fully present in everything you do. Okay? It doesn't matter if it's the dishes or driving or whatever you're doing, be fully present. Like, show up. Don't worry about what has been or what might be. By experiencing the moment, this moment, being in the now, your energy is aligned to and focused on the task at hand. So this gives you, this allows you to give 100% of whatever it is you are doing. And it helps you align yourself to the laws of attraction. Okay, the laws of the universe. One of them is the law of attraction. By doing this, you will be able to achieve more success. If you are not in the present, you easily lose focus and concentration, right? So if you have a hard time visualizing, just address like, well, could that be because I'm caught up in the past or the future, right? So by living in the present, you will experience each and every gift, right? The present, like a gift, every opportunity, every miracle of each day. Okay, you're going to see them, you're going to feel them, and then that's going to lead to a greater appreciation of life. Right? Think about what worries you. It's either something from the past or the future. Usually it's not right now. So think about that, okay? That most of your worries, yeah, Ganesha, it's a sweet little Ganesha mouse. All right, that's the next deck, Angela. After this one, Ganesh. So you guys, living in the present releases you from fear and worry and allows you to begin to experience a life filled with greater abundance, greater joy, and more contentment. Okay? So these are beautiful, and I'll be happy to post that little Ganesha mouse. So yeah, be here, be now. Yeah, so finding the balance. Yeah, learn your lessons from the past. That is the theme that has been stalking us for weeks. Yeah, because even when you're planning for the future, you know, you're still not here and now. Like a lot of times things just line up perfectly, right? Because your energy is aligned. And what aligns your energy? Being present. So it's really so important to be engaged in whatever you're doing, really lining up and being, I'm just laughing because like, what was I doing all morning? Like rinsing rabbit litter boxes, like rinsing out turds, right? But like even stuff like that, it's like, okay, like I could feel like this is drudgery or mundane, but if I'm just fully present, then my awareness, like I'm all lined up here. I've showed up as a complete human being, right? My higher self is here with me, right? Like I can really hear the birds singing around me. I can really feel the sunshine as I'm out here doing this chore. It did bring more appreciation to that act than if I had been like, ugh, right? So really be present. Yeah, that's a great message from the Conscious Spirit deck. And the back of these cards are so, this might win the best back of any Oracle card. So they are gorgeous. All right, so somebody said Ganesha, and that's all the encouragement I need. We're going to, I believe, finish here with the Ganesha deck. That will probably do us good because he always has a lot to say. So I do love the lineup here. A lot of warrior energy, you guys. A lot of warrior energy today. Okay, so this is Whispers of Lord Ganesha. So sweet. And just on the bottom, before I even get started, it's the wholeness card. Yeah, be a whole, complete being. Be in the present moment. Do your shadow clearing work. Be in the here and now. Line up your chakras. Connect with your higher self. Then you really are a whole. You are whole then. Yes. Okay, so let me give Ganesha a shuffle. I feel like we haven't had him out for a while. So thank you, Ganesha. Ganesha is a clearer of obstacles. So if you've got something in your way, call on Ganesha. Call on Ganesha and a dragon. Like really get that stuff out of your way. Right, Katie? Between Ganesha, Angela, and a dragon, there shouldn't be much. Dang. All right, so Ganesha is suggesting that we have 2 cards. No, he said 3 cards. But this is the one that was up, so I'll start with this one, and we will at least touch upon the next 2. So the one that fell out danced on the floor and left, and look at him. No wonder he flew out. It's number 44, Blessings. He's on a ledge right now, sharing his blessings with everyone, with the world, shining his light. Rose petals, right? Flower, lotus petals. I mean, they're just, he has no fear right there. So number 44 too, that's incredible. 44, Blessings. And then the other 2 that came out, so we want to kind of maybe take this as a group message, like as they came out together. It was number 37, Cultivation, and 35, Transformation. So when we sit here together and we talk about these ideals that we want, right? We want to be learning from our past. We want to be content. We want to have kindness. We want to have love, right? I know, more blessings. As we are cultivating this in us, right? This personal transformation. I mean, we do need to count our blessings. We do need to start appreciating this now moment, this here and now, because it is helping us cultivate the type of energy that we want in our personal transformation. Right, so these 3 cards coming together for me really is a package deal, right? It does all add to our personal transformation. And what are we cultivating in our life? This takes us back to perseverance, actually. Because what did he say with his wisdom story at the very beginning? What are you fighting for? Right? What are you bringing into your life? What are you standing up for? And that's kind of what this message is too, in a sense. Like, what are you cultivating in your life? Is it love? Is it blessings? Is it the light of Great Spirit? Is it the present moment? Like, whatever you start practicing, you're going to get good at. I always reminded myself of that. Like, do I want to practice complaining, or do I want to practice appreciating? Whatever I practice, I'm going to get really good at it, right? Do I want to practice being a sassy broad, or do I want to practice being a kind and compassionate lady, right? Yeah, lots of love in this card. Yeah. So anyways, I just want to touch upon each of them a little bit, at least, to make sure I didn't miss something there. Because I did, obviously, right off the bat here. So what card did we pull this morning on All Natural Me? Archangel Michael, with the message of protection. So that is one thing that I'm supposed to mention with this card, that you are divinely protected. You are divinely protected. You can't really be hurt or destroyed, right? Even in death, you are still protected. You will still be guided back to the light, right? So Ganesha asks you to consider exactly what it is that you want at this time. What do you want? What do you want? What are your dreams? Because anything that you desire is within your reach. You can have it. It's possible. Okay? Especially tomorrow is the 11:11 gateway, right? The universe is conspiring to help you achieve your aspirations. Like the universe wants you to be happy. The universe wants you to feel like you're blessed and you have everything. And it says, since the universe is in harmony with your desires, you don't even have to worry about how it's going to happen. You don't have to figure it out. You don't really have to plan with it. What you need to do is line up in the present energy of the present moment, right? Have that faith and that trust in the universe and God and all that is, that anything that you want, you can have. So Ganesha is coming here today to bestow gifts and bestow blessings of luck, love, and new prospects. So how does that sound? Luck, love, and new prospects. But you need to be very clear about your intentions. Your intentions are divine. They are powerful. Speak it and it is, right? You get what you think about. So that's why if you're worried about something, you're creating something that you don't want. So be in that present moment and be super, super clear about what it is that you want. Okay? Because once you have identified what it is that you want, Ganesha will help clear those obstacles and make it happen. Yeah, Ganesha is like a lot like a dragon. He's a lot like a dragon. So anyways, he's also saying that your blessings will be continuous, right? So just pay attention to them. True happiness is in your heart and in your soul, right? So let's also remember that it's not about like all these things, stuff that we want, right? True happiness is within. So this also came through with cultivation, right? Him playing the music. And why? Because that helps. Music and dancing helps us to be in the present moment. There's no better way to get yourself in a state of allowing than just getting lost in some music, right? Getting lost in feeling good. It will help shift your energy. It will help let you be more receptive into receiving blessings. We often say that here, right? Good things are coming to you. They're trying to get to you. Hello, I'm here at the door. Could you receive me? Could you open up? So do whatever it takes to get into a good receiving mode to accept blessings. Like, what do you need to do to get feeling good and happy and lighter and joyful? Right? Does that mean light a little Nag Champa? Does that mean light a candle, play some music, make some cookies? Lighten the mood, okay? Get kind of like just feeling good and relaxed so that good things can come to you. So I like that. I do like being reminded about that. He also says that music is part of your spirituality, right? It can move your soul. It can elevate your vibration. It really is integral with everything that you're doing. Listening to music can heal, encourage, and nurture your soul. Kind of makes me feel bad that I don't have any music playing right now. But YouTube and all its copyright restrictions, I don't have anything playing right now. Catch me on LiveMe. We'll play all the copyright infringed music there when we hang out. So the blessings and the music, came through with your personal transformation, which is your soul helping you transform and create all these changes that help align you with your life purpose. And that's also another good reason why you need to follow your passions. Because when you allow yourself to do what excites you and what makes you happy and what makes you feel good, that's intuition. That's your higher self guiding you on your path. Your path should feel good to you. So anyways, it is also a message then, of course, to eliminate everything in your life that doesn't feel good or feels like a hindrance. Okay? That's why I've pretty much gotten rid of half the stuff I own. It just felt like a burden. I don't want to dust you anymore. I don't want to take care of you. I don't want to move you around. Like, how about you just go to Goodwill? Thank you. And it really did help with my personal transformation, right? I have less stuff to take care of. That means I can sit here for an hour without guilt pulling oracle cards. So anyways, you can also do that with activities in your life. If your kids got you running all around the place being crazy, think about what you really don't need to be doing, right? If it gives you more time to focus on what truly is going to assist your personal transformation. Okay, so Ganesha is saying your calls for guidance have not gone unnoticed. If you've asked for guidance today, really pay attention, because your answers, your wisdom, your synchronicities are going to find you. Okay, but you do have to be aware. You have to be aware and focused in the present moment to hear, to see, to feel. Okay, and of course, count your blessings, feel appreciation, allow yourself to get in that receptive moment of standing in divine light so that you can overflow with love, because when your heart is overflowing with love, then more blessings are going to come to you. So I do love how all these cards work together. We did start out kind of, I'm not going to say rough, but we did start out with warriors and shadow and Kali Ma. But then Kuan Yin really did take us into love and compassion and into divine light. Okay? And that's where we want to be in our present moment. We want to be noticing the good, the light. We want to be noticing what makes our soul happy. Okay? Because like the lotus flower, we too, it is our nature to also go towards the light, to go towards what feels really good. So keep doing that. Keep going towards the light and counting your blessings. Keep counting your blessings. That's right. It's Sadie from allnaturalme.com, and she says, count your blessings. All right, so I love you guys. I don't even know who I am now. I'm going to go turn on some country music and just lighten the mood around here. I'm going to light that candle. It's a new scent, apple pie. And I'm just going to have myself some fun. So anyways, you guys, I love you so much. It's Friday, TGIF, or TGIFU, whichever one works. Oh my God. So let off some steam, have some fun, play some music. Just know that everything's fine. Okay? Know that everything's going to be fine. Okay? And if you're asking for guidance, that message has been heard and you will receive guidance. If it wasn't with me, no worries. No worries, because you're going to turn on that radio and you're going to hear the songs that you need to hear to realize what you need to realize today. I mean, have faith that everything is lined up for you. The universe literally tries to knock itself out to get to you, right? To connect with you. So let it in. Let it in and connect. So yeah, I'm gonna post all these cards on All Natural Me. I'm gonna check my Twitter. I'm at All Natural Me there too. Thank you so much for connecting with me, you guys. So much love to you. Thank you for joining me. And tomorrow, yes, I will be My Singing Monsters at 2. And then Sunday, it is a no broadcast day for me. So I will be back Monday with that shadow clearing work. So I may or may not see you. You guys, I love you so much. And enjoy your weekend. And thanks again. I'll see you soon. Thank you. Blessings to you, Gracie, Katie, Angela, everyone who joined me today. Green Eyes was in for a minute. Jocelyn, the pom-pom. That's going to get me in the mood for tomorrow. Thank you so much. Even Dreg Martin was here today. What's up? Too cute. All the James. Love you all. I'll see you soon. This is Sadie at all. Where's my stop button? Naturalme.com. We'll see ya.